is looking pretty angry here as he
he's
sits on the desk.
a little upset.
Yep.
And honestly, though, one of the main key points for me is that Afrika, they were in a massive recovered and got to a point where Afrika shouldn't have been able to win. And that was starting the game with a massive deficit, experience differentials across the board.
Yeah. He was a 2-trick Anivia Zoe, and he's going to lock away the Anivia.
Well, that sounds like fun. Sounds like my kind of guy.
Well, sounds like
Denying
Frogan to me.
Yeah, well, all right. Anivia locked in here in the LCK, and you know what, Atlas? I don't hate it.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it at all.
I like the zone control. I like just continuing to shove this way forward. As soon as the Anivia hits level 6, that's when the problems happen. Speaking of problems, on the bottom side of the map, aiming, has to flash to get himself a Prey Seeker! Gets the first blood. Nicely done there from Cuz. And he'll fade away, jump shot his way back towards this Infernal Drake in first spawn position for King's Own Dragon X. That is from good to better on the bottom side of the map. Or as Papa would say,
yeah. So aiming not having the best of performance here in this game number 2. Prey Seeker.
Well, here on the bottom side of the map, she's dead again. Jelly's also going to be dead. That's a decent trample stun. But you are also dead, my friend. 3-0 for King's Own in this early game. This team is furious about losing game 1.
Deft is CSing okay, and so this was all too easy. Teleport coming in here. Aiming in Jelly. Getting turned into Jelly is what's happening here. It was a relatively easy setup. Oh, so good.
Oh,
it was sexy.
It was sexy. Cuz is here, gets a cute little knock-off as Rascal. He's powering on forward. Pikachu with the quick attack, trying to get the work done as Keen's in the World Ender. Does still have Flash available, as is it going to wear off? Yes, it does, because not going to flash in. I thought he was going to try and time it with the flash. Doesn't do so. Okay, Frostbite doing some work here for Sun in the mid lane, but he's running low on mana. Thankfully, blue buff is a thing.
King's Own looking to start the Rift Herald right now. If they get that this early on, there's just so much time remaining on all the plates. Should be
that's color. I believe Dread was actually spotted there. And there's the flash in. Nice double pull there from Jelly. Gets the first flash as aiming. Comes on Dance. Downs United is going to be good, but not good enough. As Tucson now has to flash his way underneath this turret. Kick to the face, and Dread gets the first kill for the Afrika Freaks.
And that's a really big shutdown on Deft. Now, the one thing to note, though, is that Deft does have teleport available. Really good juggling of turret aggro, but
they would actually get the kill. Slicing Maelstrom towards the top side. Cuz blocks that one down. He burrows his way out. Teleport to get back in as Jelly's going to be dead. Tucson picks up the kill. Now Deft coming on over. Deft lands the Q, but you can see Deft isn't even too frightened here. As Pawn flashes in. Realm Warp doesn't care about your Anivia wall, and the double kill is in for the Rise. It's going to hell in a handbasket here for the Afrika Freaks as King's Own up 5,000 gold in the lead.
In King's Own, they find themselves with a pretty sizable advantage here at 11 and a half minutes.
11 minutes, 5,000 gold. Okay.
Yeah, the Urgot, or not the Urgot, the Atrox is in the ground right now, which means that he's not coming back for the rest of the game. He is in a coma. He will not recover. And this is going to be 5 plates going down in bottom lane, most likely. 2 minutes remaining. Pretty confident that King's Own should be able to capture that last one.
4 stacks on the Dark Seal, and now 4 friends in the mid lane as well. He doesn't have flash, he's dead. That's a pickup for aiming. It's alright, he's almost making me a believer of this Ginsu straight plate run. Sorry guys. Teleport is going to come in though, and they're going to try and start winning now. Dean gets down.
It's going to be a smite fight?
Yeah, one Prey Seeker was the attempted steal. As Dread should be able to get himself out of the way here. Good cow. Jelly is going to be able to stop the culling from killing anyone. Because once again, race this wave towards the bottom side of the map. Out of turret in the mid lane, as you may expect, is quite healthy. As Deft dashes in, that's a great taunt. See you later, Dread. Tucson grabs another kill. Deft continues to be tilted. Oh dear, 4 assists for the Lucian.
With Dread going down, there is a temporary opening where maybe King's Own
pressing just in front of his turret. Look at that. See, I predicted that play. All
Oh,
right.
it just doesn't end.
Yep, stopwatch is going to come in. Sun says, nice try. But I'm going back to making your life really frustrating.
Interestingly, he had Anivia.
He goes back to where he's comfortable, his roost. As you would say, another flash
Dread's
comes in
going
from
down.
Tucson. Cuz steals away the kill. This time, Deft is not allowed to have one this game. And the Baron has been started.
Yep.
Kingzone Dragon X looking to make this a 10,000 gold lead. And then a game over. As Rascal lightning rushes towards this mid lane, a freaker know that the Baron is dead. And they're going to try and take at least something for it.
They're not even going to try to do anything. They do take away the minion wave. Anivia's pretty good at stalling games, but not quite sure Anivia's going to be able to stall out against the Baron minions. We'll have to see just how strong truly is her wave clear.
You know why?
Why?
I'm accidentally punning. It's
Why?
because this glacial storm is ruining my entire life. No one can do anything. There's a Baron buff.
Oh my.
Oh my. Do you know what we're going to do? We're just going to help Dennis, the siege minion, take down these turrets. He's the one that's going to do all of the work.
A couple of turrets here. 13,000 gold lead, but Atlas, it really doesn't feel like it.
It doesn't. There's a 4,000 gold Baron power play as well. It feels like a gigantic Baron power play, but that's not what we've been watching. We've been watching Sun soak up Cullings using his Seraph's Embrace to keep this tower as alive as it can be for the majority of this game. But you can see the split push. That's where all this money is coming in for Kingzone. Multiple inner turrets, I believe an outer turret fell. No, they'd already gone down very early as the turret plates were claimed in all of those lanes. But now you can see Rascal shoves another wave in. It comes in at the same time as Pawn's able to move his one forward as well. And Keen can't clear out the minion waves fast enough. Worldender is available, so that wasn't going to be any sort of kill on the bottom side.
They held on to the inhibitors.
They did.
That's my emote every time Anivia casts the Glacial Storm.
Do you know what is great for you then? You can cast Glacial Storm basically as many times as you want.
I love it.
I think it has a 10-second internal cooldown or something until you can retoggle it.
That's amazing.
Oh, isn't it the dream? Shiny Rayquaza is probably one of the coolest shinies in the game.
Shiny Rayquaza is easy to do, right?
No, it's still a soft reset.
Oh, really? Okay. You have to save before you go to get it, right?
Yeah.
That's how it works? Okay.
Realm Warp, special delivery here as Rascal is going to be the gatekeeper on the Baron. It's going to go down very, very quickly.
Oh, I think that
Double
it's going to be too
Drake.
little
There's
too late.
the double taunt from Tucson. It was close as Dredd did make it to the edge of the pit, but the edge is not in there. And the Baron does go down, and now
Anivia.
Kingzone are looking for this team fight. The Glacial Storm is in. Rascal does get himself a gigantic shield from Tucson Stands United. In the back line, though, it is the cow going down as Cuz grabs that kill. Tucson now in there. The rebirth is going to mean Deft finally gets himself a kill as Aiming uses his ultimate to get himself off to the side. But that is not going to be the killer instinct that we wanted to see from this particular Kai'Sa. And now Pawn comes on in with his teleport and picks up the kill. That is going to be the ace if Keen does eventually go down, but it will definitely be the game.
Yeah, and all they had to do was get them to come out of their base once.
It's 18,000 gold the lead.
It's not a large enough lead, Alex.
It is a very large lead. You could barely get a bigger lead in the game if a freaking just didn't farm. Like, it's silly. This Kingzone squad are super far ahead, and they're able to take down the Nexus in game number 2. It was not even close, and now the series is even. Kingzone with momentum.
And now if you're a Freaka, you're probably feeling really bad after that game.
Oh, yeah.
That is a very disheartening game to lose. But you know what, though? I want to talk about something.
Yeah?
That team composition did seem to have a leg to stand on despite the enormous gold deficit that it was faced with.
And you have to
And
remember
the Anivia
that
was so interesting.
And the gold deficit came from the bottom side of the map. That was completely isolated from the Anivia situation that we had in the mid lane. So I really liked the pick out of Sun. He showed us exactly why he's known for both Zoe and Anivia. Those are the two